Talk about what happened early this morning, if you kind of just give the timeline of everything of what we know so far.
All right, so around 7:45 a.m., Charleston County Consolidated Dispatch received a call that a school bus struck a student and also struck a building. Our crews arrived on scene, found a bus that had impacted a building, located a student that had been struck as well. We triaged the children that were on the bus. Charleston County EMS came on scene, transported the kids that needed to be transported. Some were refused care, and now we're just making sure that the building's secure.
Do we know? Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Do we know what the status of the one kid who was struck is?
He was transported Cat 2 to the hospital.
Do we know if it's major or minor injuries?
Not that we know of right now.
And do you know how, the bus, I heard from some students of North Charleston High School, they said they saw the bus come this way, ended up that way. Can you talk about maybe how the bus driver ended up in that building?
I have no earthly idea. They have PD units out here, and Charleston County School District has their personnel out here, and they're going to do an investigation to figure out what actually happened.
Do you know how many students total were transported to the hospital?
Yes, ma'am. So we had 4 out of the 8 students on the bus that got transported. We had the 1 adult that got transported as well. We had 2 kids that were bystanders that got struck by debris, and we had 1 student that was struck by the bus as well.
And were these elementary school students?
On the bus?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you say what school?
I will leave that up to Charleston
No
County
worries.
to disclose that information.
So on the bus you have elementary school students, and off the bus you have, they said it was acting as a bus stop.
Yes.
High school students. So is that correct? So the
That-
bus basically went into the bus stop for the high school students.
I would suppose so, yeah.
And obviously did the one kid get pushed into the building physically?
We don't have that information yet.
Gotcha. But for the most part he's okay.
Yes,
You said the bus driver was transported to the hospital as well.
I believe so.
And what is the process going to be next with getting this bus out the way, securing that building, so on and so forth?
The first thing that we have to do is make sure that the building is secure before we remove the bus. Make sure that the structure of the building is sound to make sure we don't cause any further damage. And after that, the building will take over that part of it, and they'll obviously probably be shut down until we can get everything stabilized.
Do you know how many hours it could be, or a timeline of when this all could kind of,
No, this is it's a process.
yeah?
Was there anyone in the store when the bus crashed? Do you know?
The store wasn't open at the time.
2 girls had said, we both talked to, it said that they went in and helped pull some of the kids out. Do you know if that's accurate or not?
I have not heard that.
But as far as you know, everybody was able to get out on their own.
Yes, everybody exited through the rear of the bus.
And just talk about the conditions of the bus. Is just the front end kind of messed up? Like, is the bus pretty dent up or anything?
I mean, we can't really see because the other front of the bus is in the building. I'm pretty sure it has some damage, but none that we can actually see from our standpoint where we're at, because it's towards the back side of the building. But units are in there right now, kind of, getting that stuff together. I just haven't physically been in the building yet.
Okay.
Is there any timeline on how long the cleanup for this will take?
Potentially just hours. This type of thing is not, something that we kind of quickly move through outside of just trying to get traffic opened up, but we do have to make sure that the building is safe and secure before we clear the scene and before the bus is removed, to make sure that the people who are removing the bus and the people on scene are safe as well.
In total, how many law enforcement agencies? I mean, I see a lot already. I know there's even more earlier. In total, how many law enforcement agencies are on scene?
The only 2 agencies I believe is out here, maybe North Charleston, and I think I may have seen 1 person from Charleston County Sheriff's Office.
And then about 10, 20, can you give a number how many vehicles were here responding?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, no worries.
What's the response? You guys immediately came out with a pretty good sized response. And does it add extra emphasis when it's a school bus, or is it just the same type of response?
Not particularly the school bus, but just the amount of people. So we have a built system. Sorry, we have a built system. So when wait. Okay. So we have response packages for bus incidents when we have a certain amount of patients involved. So that's why you saw so many EMS units out seen. And obviously when we have a building collapse as well, that's its own response package. So those two things basically came together to make this scene happen.
How quickly were you guys on scene? I'm assuming very quickly. And you guys
It was very quickly. I don't have the exact timestamp, but I think it was under 5 minutes.
And
For sure.
You said the exact crash happened around 7:45.
Yes, that's when Charleston County Dispatch got notified of the crash. So that's about what time it happened.
And just to reiterate, 8 students were on the bus, and then 1 was struck.
Yes.
Okay.
4
Yes,
out of those 8
and-
were taken to.
4 to 8 were transported, yes, ma'am.